What do back problems in your life in general have in common? Come on back, and we're going to talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Ruth, and welcome to My Perfect Peace community, where we find peace and balance in a world of chaos. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment because I want to hear from you. Back problems? It may be more involved than what you think. I had the wonderful opportunity to talk to Dr. Kane from the Cornerstone Chiropractic Wellness Center. It was a great conversation and I learned so much, and I hope you learned some things too. Hey everybody, I am here with Dr. Kane from Cornerstone Chiropractic Wellness Center, and he has been working on my back and neck. I've been having a few little issues, and he has been absolutely great. And so I just thought I'd ask him a few questions about your back health and how it affects your whole body. So Dr. Kane, thank you for giving me your time in a few minutes to talk with you.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. So Dr. Kane, why should a person see a chiropractor?
Well, it gets back to the root of what controls our health, and that is our brain and nervous system. Okay. Mm-hmm. As believers, there's a saying in chiropractic: the power that made the body heals the body. Mm-hmm. And there's something that we talk about in chiropractic called innate intelligence. Here's an example of that. If you cut your finger, mm-hmm. it bleeds. But how do you heal that?
Right.
We don't take time out of our schedule to say, oh, I gotta heal my finger. Or if a finger breaks, how do you heal that bone? It just does that. Or we eat a meal. How do we know what nutrients we need to absorb and what needs to be passed through? Our brain knows that all the time. And that's an example of innate intelligence. Well, how does your brain communicate through the rest of your body? Mm-hmm. Through your brain and spinal cord. There are 31 pairs of spinal nerves that exit from between the bones in your vertebra, the vertebra in your spine, and they communicate to all the muscles, all the organs, all the tissues. Every cell in your entire body is under the constant influence of the brain and the central nervous system. And so that's really what we deal with as chiropractors.
Wow.
Most people, when they think of chiropractic, they think of what we call the chiropractic trinity: back pain, neck pain, and headaches. Mm-hmm. But really, it's about much more than that. Pain is a very small part of what we do. Our biggest focus is making sure that your nervous system can function at 100% optimum, because at that point in time, your body can experience the highest level of health that it's capable of.
Wow, that's great. When your body is out of alignment, how does it affect the other body parts?
Well, when your body's out of alignment, it has a name. We call that a subluxation, and that is it's a very fancy word for something. I'll just boil down real simply and say it's a pinched nerve. So when I say the phrase pinched nerve, what do you automatically think of?
Your back, right?
Yeah. How do you think a pinched nerve feels?
It hurts.
Exactly, pain.
Yes, very pain.
And that's what people identify us with. But when you pinch a nerve, it only causes pain about 60% of the time. See, nerves do a lot more than just pain or no pain, or what we call sensory portion of our nervous system. We also have the motor portion of our nervous system, which controls muscle contractions. Okay. And then we also have the autonomic nervous system, which is actually what controls all of our organs. So pain has a purpose. It's your body's alarm signal. And as such, your body will make, if we have a problem, if we have a misalignment issue, your body will make compensations for that over time. But when it can't anymore, it says, hey, here's some pain. Go see about this, right?
I had to stop the video right there. That is a metaphor for life. Your pain has a purpose. No matter what you're going through, it has a purpose. Remember that.
And then once we begin that healing process, that journey, what is usually the first thing that goes away?
Your pain.
The pain, okay? And then our culture, what do we hear all the time? No pain, no problem, right?
Right.
So pain is actually a pretty poor indicator of whether or not we're healthy. And it's not a situation of lack of pain equals presence of health. So yeah, that's the first part of what we want to do, is get you out of pain. But then we also want to make sure that your spinal column is aligned properly, that all those nerves are able to express 100% function. And that is what brings about the highest level of health.
once you begin to work on a person, what do they need to do to remain in balance?
That's a great question. I can sum it up in 3 words: eat well, move well, think well. Okay, we are what we eat. The quality of our diet, the quality of the food. If you talk to a paleontologist, they'll tell you that it's ingrained within our DNA what we should be eating for the last 10,000 years. And what we've been eating for that time period hasn't changed much up until about the past 50 or 60 years ago when Mr. Swanson brought us the first frozen TV dinner. And then chemistry got involved. And now our food's more about shelf stability and profit as opposed to health. Health and quality foods, they don't tend to sit on the shelf very long. So, and move well. Well, what circulates all that nutrition? Movement. Okay, there's a reason why our spine has 24 independent segments instead of one just solid bone. We're designed to move. Lately, you'll hear that saying, that sitting is the new smoking.
I had to stop the video again. Think about that. Sitting is the new smoking. I told you guys, you need to get up, get out, and move your body. Sitting is the new smoking. Get up and get out. Do something.
Okay,
Wow.
so it's better for us to get up and move around. It circulates oxygen, blood, nutrients. It helps carries away toxins and byproducts. But then the last one is think well. There was an interesting study that came out just a few weeks ago that they took a functional picture of the brain of people that were very negative, very pessimistic, that complained all the time. And they found that they actually rewired the neurons in their brain. I think it's interesting when you look at, I think it's Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And there's scientific verification of that. So eat well, move well, think well. That's the best way to stay balanced.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kane. This has been absolutely awesome. I've learned so much in just these few minutes. Thank you again for your time. And think well, eat well,
Move well.
move well. All right.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks for having me, Ruth.
Thank you again.
All right. Bye.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. If you want your body to be in a peaceful state, do what the doctor says. Eat well, think well, and move well. If you haven't already, remember, comment, like, share, subscribe. And remember, peace, it's a state of mind.